Professor
B baby, how y'all doing today? It's Sagittarius season, yeah. Two Sagittarius on the line, and we got so much energy and so excited to see y'all. It's been a couple of weeks.
It's the first call of this state. Tell her who you is.
My name is Katia and I'm from California, right here in Chowchilla, California.
Nice, nice. Give me your name one more time.
Kathia
from California. The
Yeah.
double C's like the Chanel bags. I got you. Like the earrings. Got you. Cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna give a few more moments just to see if anyone gets on the line. And then let's take it from there, guys. If we gotta start from
Yeah,
scratch.
I should have waited to go live. Matter of fact, I should have waited to hit this damn button. Hey, Kathia, it's been like 2 weeks since we did this, so we right back at it. So within this week, within this time frame from this Thursday to next Thursday, I got some trading stuff that I'm gonna be sending you guys that I was supposed to send 2 weeks ago, but shit happens. But I'm gonna get that.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I know you're ready. I absolutely know for a fact you're ready. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I'm gonna get that to you. Matter of fact, it'll be coming to you starting tonight. So tomorrow you should be having some stuff. And by next Thursday, so because I want everybody by next Thursday to be leading off saying, what they learning, what they getting out of it. So, know what I mean, Professor B know what type of level she need to crank this thing to.
Yes. Like this is such an exciting time for you guys. Everything we're creating, everything we're learning, like Dante and I are working our butts off out here to ensure that a change is gonna come.
It's really a big thing for us, like sometimes we lack the inspiration, so that's an initiative that you're giving us right now. So it's really appreciated.
Well, I am glad you're here. Is this Katia from Cali? Your voice sounds like another Mariah's. I mean, am I thinking about Mariah? Is this your first time on the line with me?
No. It's
No? Okay.
Third time.
Okay. I was like, your voice sounds familiar. Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right, cool. Well, since you have been here before, that's a good thing. I don't want to be redundant in our information, and I also want to educate you because you are on time, girl, and that deserves for your questions to be answered if you have any. So, did you have any questions about anything specifically that I can go over with you tonight? Or are you just here to enjoy the call and just enjoy the information that is shared?
I do have one question. So,
Sure.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. If we do want to invest right now, who we should talk to?
Can you say that one more time?
She said if she was to invest right now, why video bomb. Really got a video bomber. Hold on,
Yes,
Kathy. Hold on. I got your question.
If you
Hold on.
enter, what do you want? You know I'm going live.
This is a free
You're done
call
eating? I will get you some more in a minute. Barack,
Incarcerated
you're going to stay at your grandma's house
New
next
York
time.
State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. This call is subject to report.
We got somebody calling from New York now. New York in the house.
Provided to law enforcement. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this presenting suicide.
New York take low sound.
During this call, please contact the individual.
What's up, YouTube? Say what's up, Bless. They say hi down there.
Hey, everybody. What's poppin'? Welcome to the
Let's welcome
call.
Phoenix Snow in. Phoenix Snow, you live with the CEO.
What's up, Phoenix? Can you repeat her question? I missed it. What's up?
All right, she said if she was to invest right now, who do she need to talk to? So I'm about to answer that question for you. You talking to the two people that's gonna help you invest your money and make more money. So that's the I can answer that question for you right now. So we can continue.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. I know you ready and eager. I know you chopping at the bit. I know you chopping. I know you ready to make some money. You gonna make
I
it.
am.
Yeah,
To
all
be
right.
honest with you.
I know, but you know, just let Professor be. You gotta learn a little bit more. Come on now. You speeding.
Well, I'm gonna teach a little bit so we can get some education in the meantime while everybody's coming in the room, and let's fulfill what we came here to do. So, with that being said, what should we talk about tonight? Because I just know it's been a couple of weeks break. So, something that's been coming up for me, right? Because I have a little, not a little, me and a friend, we do some trading together, and we have been working on mastering our A+ setup. So the good thing about the market, right, is open almost 24 hours, and opportunity presents itself all 24, all 30, 23 hours that the market is open 6 days a week. So there's always a move that can be made. And when you're a new trader, especially, man, it is so exciting because the candles just look like, dang, money, 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 money all day, every day. But it's not until you get that trader discipline when you like, these are my set rules. And then once we create them, we stick to them, guys. So the learning curve for a lot of traders is not the actual information, but it's the fact that once they come up with their rules, they cannot stick to them. So I don't know what your personality traits is like, but the better we get with our discipline in any areas of life, the better you're going to be with trading. So sometimes when we're trading together, is opportunities for us to make more money. And we get very crackhead like, ooh, I need to take that move. I'm just playing. But we get excited. But what we've been working on for the last few weeks is our discipline. That even though we can make more money on certain moves, we said we was going to do a a program, a framework, a system. So no matter what the profitability could be, we got to complete the system, and that is so important because it removes your emotions from the trade, and it makes everything very systematic, and those consistent wins that you do every day versus you going for the big wins, and then because you're big B, not the little one like me, you go for the big wins, but when you say go for the big wins, you can also have big losses. So going for those consistent wins also can give you small consistent losses. And as long as we're winning more than we're losing, it's not important that we win every trade. It's just important that we win more than we lose. And it's important that we earn more, we earn larger amounts than we lose. So at the end of the month, and we review our trades, and you're like, let's just say we got 30% of them wrong, we're still having a profitable month because we leveraged correctly, and discipline kept us in the game versus greed keeping us in the game versus us looking at how much we can make today. We set a goal, whatever that is, it's going to be very doable because once we get good at our doable goal, then the next step is to show you how to multiply the goal without doing any additional work to what you learned in the first place. So I said all that to say, if you're struggling with discipline, start working on it now, because that is going to be the game changer from you being a willy-nilly trader and being a lucky trader that gets profits sometimes, and being a proficient trader that knows how to go into the market and consistently win, and creating a lifestyle from this where you never have to do any other work than this. Couple hour or two, dedicate an hour or two a day to just look at the charts and catch your best A+ move. And even with that, it gets better. Like I 2 hours a day on the chart is already no time, y'all. Like that, if let's just say we had an 8-hour job before this, we've already reduced our time from working an 8-hour shift to working a 2-hour shift looking at the charts. Okay. Then now that we got our A plus plan and we know what we want to enter and not enter, now we got the capabilities of setting an alarm. And when that alarm goes off, it's going to tell us that it's time. It's going to tell us to look at the chart and it may be time to enter the trade. So instead of waiting all day looking at the chart or waiting 2 hours looking at the chart for your move to come up, you are you're planning ahead and you waiting for your move to come to you. And we just look at the chart at that time. We take the trade. We go on with our lives. That's the goal. Thank you. That's the goal. Cool. So what's going on with y'all? Talk to me. Talk to me.
So I want to know this, right? For me, this Phoenix Snow speaking, by the way. I like consistency with me, so I feel that it's consistency as far as like, if it's something that's working for me, I like to continue on working towards that. And it's kind of hard for me to drift off to something else to do. So as far as trading, like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I decide to drift off to something else and something slightly might be better, I don't know if it's 100% better, but is that a good move to make? Like, to get out of your comfort zone and to do so with that. Like, say if I want to deal with people that do NASAs and everything, or then, you know, the trademark, I jump into something that's like a biohazard suits and all that stuff. I might want to get into it with the trade. Like, is it smart to just jump from that to that if you already deal with something that's already consistent?
Okay. Only because I'm really hard of hearing in real life. I heard you, but I couldn't really understand you. Dante, did you catch the question?
Man, he said a lot. He basically saying, like, is it good to be jumping from one thing, like when you dealing with the trading, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Being that I'm consistent on, if I'm already consistent with this trade and it's bringing in income or dividends or whatever, but the other trade, like, is it good to jump towards that one if that could bring in something, but you really don't know how much it's going to bring in the revenues, how much revenues that's going to bring in.
Got it. Okay. So the answer to that is, as a new trader, I would focus on one. I would focus on one because although trading is the same in principle, no matter what company or instrument you trade, the theory is the same. But say for an example, like myself, I'm an NQ trader. I trade NAS 100 futures, right? So for the last 2 years, I've been looking at those candles move the way NAS moves. For the last 2 months, I've been trading gold. But for 2 years, I didn't touch anything but NAS. Not saying that you have to do that, but now I'm learning how to read. So to say, now that I'm trading gold, the candles make the same patterns. The candles do the same movements, but the candles have a different level of aggression. So like in NAS, the candles move faster than they do when I'm trading gold. So I have to learn the rhythm of the candle. So my thought to you would be to narrow it down to one or two. It's almost like you're getting in a relationship with that particular company and you're learning how it moves. So I can already tell from jump that I can't trade exactly the same as I do NAS with gold because they move different. It's just like dating a girl, you know, she's still a girl, but this girl moved different from that girl. So you got to learn, you know, the way she moves. But it's all doable. And we will discuss like which ones are, you know, the way I want to do it with you guys. No, we trade in future, so we will discuss like the different types of commodities that you can trade, and then you also kind of got to understand who you are as a person, like kind of like we talked about before. I am not really concerned about what the businesses do. Like I don't really care to know about their financials. So I enjoy just getting on the charts, reading the candles, and making my moves based on technical analysis. But you, Phoenix Snow, you really do enjoy the knowledge of it all. You really do enjoy the company understanding and things of it all. So you're going to be a fundamental and a technical trader, and all that's going to do is just give you some edge. So it all works for your favor. But once you get really good at one instrument, once you get really good at reading the candles, it's really nothing to adjust to add more things at a time. So now I used to just trade NAS only, and then I went from trading.
Got a call. Hold on, Phoenix. Hello.
This is Global Telling. You got a prepaid call from
Oh, this cat there.
an incarcerated individual at the Central California Women's Facility, Chowchilla, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, we back.
So my capacity was I traded what I knew how to trade. Then I started making some trades on gold, but I never traded them at the same time. Just this week, I put in my stories, wow, look how far I've come. I'm looking at this NAS chart and I'm looking at this gold chart. I got two different brokers up, that one I can trade NAS on, futures on, and one I can trade gold on. And I'm taking trades from both, doubling my money even more than I was, but that came with a little bit of experience. I had to crawl before I walked. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, yes, definitely. Also, I work and everything, and I be having time to check up the TV and see some of the stock market things. Where do you say that for a beginner, where should I start to really focus on, to really learn the concept of trading?
Well, that should be us, and Dante should have some information coming to you very soon. You said you work, so do you have access to the internet?
Nah, I got access to the TV, not the internet, but to the TV channel where they be doing like
Okay, to the TV channel. So you want to watch like the Bloomberg channel, like I don't do what did I just call it? I'll always forget it.
You just
What did I?
said Bloomberg.
No, technical and now fundamental. So I'm not a fundamental trader, so I don't watch a lot of TV news at all. But technically speaking, you should be watching what is it called though? The channel itself is Bloomberg is a show. Then there's a station that shows all those financial shows on it in general, and that's what you want to watch. For the person who asked me why futures over options, it's a person. To me, my answer to that, it was a personality choice. When I started out trading futures, then I learned about. No, I started out trading options. Then I switched over
CNBC.
to.
Somebody said it. CNBC.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. CNBC. You want to watch CNBC and get as much news information. If you are a fundamental trader, that is going to be a good station for you to tune into and watch. Other than that, what's on TV? I don't think anything. I mean, always on the news in general, whether it's local or national, they're always showing you little stock information at the bottom, like what the Dow is doing and those things. But for the most information, you want to watch CNBC, like he said. Any of those financial shows is definitely going to help you. Is what you want to do. Okay. But again, it's possible to do as well with either or. I know I met a young man who was out of prison, who was a trader, and he told me he was trading while in prison, and he showed me the book that he used, and it was all paper. Like I don't know his system, but what I was using on the internet, some kind of way he figured out how to compile his notes. And when he came out, he was a proficient trader. He was making money from while inside, and he figured out a system. I remember him. I met him one time. We did exchange information. I'm going to reach out to him and see if he can give me some insight on how to make this even more real for you guys. But I switched over to futures from options because options, there was no way for you to tell exactly how much money you was going to make from every trade. By the time you factor in the delta, the theta, and all those other ingredients, you knew you was going to be profitable or not based on your trade going its direction. But with futures, it's strictly price action. So I can say if this move moves by $10, I know that I'll make exactly this much money. There's no if, ands, or buts about this trade will produce if it hits this target, this price target. So for that reason alone, as a control freak, futures gave me more control, and I said buy options because I can't. I'd rather know how much I'm making every single time.
That's what somebody just asked you in
So
the comments. Are futures
that's why I
easier
was
than?
responding to it. That's why I was responding to it.
Oh,
So to
all right.
me, futures is a little easier because there's less layers that you have to be concerned about. So to me, automatically that makes it easier when there's less things to consider. That makes your pipeline straighter shot. So for me, it worked. Let's turn to God Shepherd's channel on YouTube. Explains it the whole Bible. God bless you.
Time is money. The question is, what is money is something they print every day. Go get you some.
Okay, so wonderful. So who all do we have on the line right now? Phoenix, no, you still there? Kathy, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
What's the
Okay.
best? What's the best time to trade?
So I like to not get people in the mindset of what's the best time because then it makes you feel like you have to trade during those times. I want you guys to keep an open mind about enjoying the whole day, like putting it in your schedule for a way that it works for you. The whole point to me about trading is you creating time freedom. So make it work for you. You can catch a move at any time during the day. Now, for some people, they're going to say the best time to trade is going to be between 9:30 and like that 11 o'clock hour because the US market opens at 9:30, and when that bell rings, it's a lot of volume in the market. All volume means is that those candles are moving really fast. So where if you traded at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you saw your A1 setup might take you um your A1 setup might take you 30 minutes for that move to complete because the candles don't have any volume like it does at 9:30. But the move is still going to happen. You just got to be a little bit more patient. But a lot of us don't have no patience, so we like to trade when the market opens because instead of that trade taking maybe 30 minutes to complete itself, it could take a minute to complete itself. You. So just learning how to see the move in general, set your targets, and just be okay with the move playing itself out is going to allow you to see the day as a wider range for you to maximize. But if you really want to be that trader that takes advantage of the volume in the market and you want to see those moves happen quickly and you think you're capable of keeping up, then people are going to suggest to you 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the peak hour for fast movement.
So one more thing, what are candles?
Candles are these.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sending you the yeah,
So
I'm gonna send you the split.
each one of those sticks is called a candlestick. And this is also price action. And these candles are just showing us the movement of this company's moves, like where price has been going. So while you're watching technical fundamental analysis on TV, basically everything they're talking about, these candles also tell that story. So while you're listening to the news, I'm reading the candles, but we're getting the same information. So those are candles, and we're going to learn like what it means when when it's a red candle, price is going down. When it's a green candle, price is going up. Usually, you never see those yellow candles. Those yellow candles are just an indicator that I use on my chart that gives me information I need to know that makes my trade setup more easy to spot. But overall, your candles will be, unless you change them, but traditionally they're red and green. And this red line going across the top is your supply zone. Green line going across them is your demand zone. And that's really where the basis of my A1 setup comes from, because you can find different setups that work for you. So basically, I wait for price to get to this red line, and then I catch it going down, and vice versa. I wait for this price to get to this green down here, and I catch it going up to the red line. And we just doing that all day. But it could take all day for it to get down here, and it can take all day for it to get up here. So as a scalper, what I do is usually I'm in a trade for, like I just said, like 30 minutes is a long time for a scalp, but we'll just say from 1 minute to 30 minutes can be a scalp. But if I catch this movement from maybe like right at the top of this red line, I don't even have to catch it coming all the way down to the green. If I just catch it a little bit, like depending on how many contracts I went in with, I can make one candle can make you $200, $300, $400. So catching this whole move is probably, if I did the math, I could let you know specifically, but catching that whole move, probably like $8,000 to $10,000. But catching a short move is cool too. And then we figure out how to multiply it, and then we ain't gotta wait all day. We just catch a short move times 5 and keep it moving. My nails are so horrible. I got them done, and then they broke like days, like a couple of days later, 4 of them. So anyway,
Who that know? Who background is that? What background? Loud as hell.
Somebody background going crazy.
That ain't yours?
Nah, I'm in the center. It's quiet.
Sound like somebody in the big yard, man.
Go get your plate. Bring it to the kitchen. The movie's already over. Well, it's bedtime.
I think she hung up. Somebody said, "Can you shout out my cousin for his B-Day?" Shout out to your cousin, man. His birthday. Happy birthday to your cousin, man. Happy birthday, cousin. I don't know if you know how to say that name. Sorry if, but how much does one need to start? What? How much to start? What? How much
you don't
money?
need a lot to start. I mean, you could start for you could start for $100, to be honest with you. Like a good solid $100 will allow you to start. It doesn't really take a lot to start. If you so the kings and queens that's on the call, they're in a place where
somebody coming through. Happy birthday to Gabe.
happy birthday, Sagittarius partner in crime.
The Pelican Bay State Prison.
All right, this a new caller. He ain't never called before doing this.
You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged. Thank you for using Global Telling.
How can I help you?
Welcome in, man. You live CEO, financially free with
Professor B. Barack, I'm recording. Go sit down.
And we got Phoenix Snow on the phone. He calling in live from New York, upstate New York.
Yeah.
So we so so we've been on for about 30 something minutes. This is first time calling that.
Who is
And you
this?
might what's your name? Yes. What's your name?
I'm in California. Okay, Pelican Bay State Prison. I got out in like 14 months.
You heard him?
Yeah, bro.
Not really.
Not really. Hey, say that for me again, bro. You can say it a little louder.
My name's Torian. I'm 26 years old. I'm out here in California, Pelican Bay State Prison. I've been out like 14 months. I'm just trying to like learn a little bit about what's going on.
Cool. Did you say your name is Tarian?
Yeah, Torian,
Torian. Torian.
That is so wild. That's a very unique name, and I have a brother with that same exact name.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
But welcome to the call, Torian. If
Torian,
I'm if I'm saying it correctly, Torian, welcome to the call. And what we are
that's
doing is
exactly how you
teaching you.
say it.
Perfect. I have a brother with that exact name. How do you spell your name?
T-A-U-R-E-A-N.
T-A who?
T-A-U-R-E-A-N.
Okay, cool. His is T-A-U-R-E-N. T-A-U-R-E-I-N. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Cool.
Mine
Well,
is
nice having you on the call. Hmm. It's also back into the living room. I told you that I'm going to my call, and you said you was going to stay back there and not go to grandma's house. So please go so I can hear a little bit better. Go watch another movie for 30 minutes.
Okay.
We got another call coming in. Hold on. We got another call coming in. Hold on, fellas.
The show is for the kings and kings, the queens and kings that are incarcerated, so they have the first privilege to speak and have questions. So I am very patient, and I don't hear well in real life, and the phone is a little low and muffled, so I'm really the one slowing up the process because I don't hear that well. I need to get my hearing aid.
Hold on. These calls coming in
Y'all,
back to back now.
well, praise the Lord. Let them come on in.
Monitoring and recording. Thank you for using.
Yeah.
All right, Shaba, welcome in. Shaba, you already know what it is.
Hey, Shaba. Cool beans. So, guys, we're here every Thursday at 8. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. If you can, I don't know what your schedule's like, but just, be here at 8 if you can. So that way we can catch all the gems at one time and kind of keep everybody on the same page just to keep, it flowing. But you guys, if you can't do that, come when you can. You're always welcome. But I'm just going to be repeating some information. That's all. But this call is just about introducing you guys to the possibilities of trading, how we can start teaching you the skill set of trading while you are there. You never have to do those things again.
Hold on, fellas. Hello? Hello? Oh, man, here we go. All right, y'all there? All right.
Okay, cool. So we were just talking about some ways you guys can just stay in the loop about trading until we get you some course information to you guys through the mail. And we were saying that not we, Phoenix Snow was asking the question, like, what can he watch on television to keep him in the loop? And I think that was a great question. CNBC, all those shows that come on there that are teaching you financial information. It's just good vocabulary and the understanding vaguely. And it's also good that if you watch it, if you have questions, you can bring those questions back to me and I can answer them for you. And then I showed them candles. Some of y'all might have been on the call before when we looked at candles. And basically, I was telling them that when you're watching television or studying the company, that's considered being a fundamental trader, that you know a lot about the company's business model in general, is revenue.
Hello, this is a free call from
New York.
an incarcerated individual at New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
The operating system is the worst.
Incarcerated individuals' use of institutional telephones constitutes consent, and your calls may be provided.
They're gonna be sick. I'm about to have a whole operating system in there. I'm about to dethrone all them systems that's connected to these jails.
During this call, please contact the individual's facility.
This shit is terrible.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start a conversation now.
All right, I'm back on.
Oh, I think I was talking. So basically, when you're watching the television, that's like you're being a fundamental trader. You're very involved in what the company actually does, like what the company is making, what the company is losing, the CEO, why did the CEO, when they get a new CEO, earnings, all this information that.
Yeah. Hello?
This is Global Telly. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the Central California Women's Facility.
Katia is back.
Call and your telephone will be monitored and recorded.
She won that.
Will not be charged for this. Thank you for using.
I'll be back up. All four of y'all on? Yeah, everybody on.
Everybody's on. Cool. So that's one way to trade, or we trade with the candles, which is a technical trader, which means I don't really watch a lot of television. I don't need all the noise, but I will read these candles, and eventually you and I will be on the same page, from the fundamental trader to the technical trader. But there's more than one way to skin a cat, and we do what we can do based on where we are. Okay, so I might be the person that was the candle girl, but if I got in a situation where I can't get to my chart, I'm gonna figure out how to be the fundamental girl. And that's really what life is all about, in my opinion. Not that y'all need my advice on life, but just always figuring out, no matter what the situation, no matter what cards I'm dealt, I'm gonna figure out a way to maximize this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I even believe, like, once Dante and I cracked the code of how to get the information to you several different ways that works the best, that there was a point that I was going, my brain just went completely blank.
So look, all right, why you catch your thought. So within the next 7 days, from this Thursday to next Thursday, I'm going to flood y'all with all trading stuff. So, y'all been here a couple weeks. So now we about to crank it up a little bit. You feel me? So now I'm about to be sending y'all, well, most of y'all can get the videos, but and then you're gonna get it. Whole layout. You ain't ready to get that money. Hell yeah. Listen.
This summer, I just got it today. I just read the first chapter, Day Trading for Dummies. I just got it today.
Ooh. Day Trading for Dummies.
That was the book recommendation we gave a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So how's chapter 1?
I hear the question to me. I'm new.
You said how was chapter 1?
Chapter 1 was it's still new, so I'm getting to because I'm kind of thinking it's gambling, and they like, no, it's not like gambling. So we get to it. And then one of the key things they said though, which
was monitored and recorded.
Say that again. Operator was hating.
They're saying that one of the things they're saying that incarceration kind of help us with, especially being in single cell for like 30 summers. They're saying that you're gonna need to be alone doing this, like with no disturbance for like extended period of time if you're trading. So you should have the mindset of not being bored or none of this shit. And this, right? So this kind of helps with that. So yeah, right.
Great trader, this will actually work in your favor.
Listen, if you ain't taking advantage of this, you's a goddamn fool, straight up. Ain't even no other way to
No, but
taste.
I'm just saying, even being in, I cut everybody off so I could focus.
Right.
So the fact that you already cut off, you can focus.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
So it's really the best time to lock in and
Listen,
learn.
man,
Matter of fact,
you perfect. Listen,
how did you get your book? How did you just order it online or somebody sent it to you? How did you get your book?
A family member, my brother, because he ended up telling me he was trading pencils. I don't even know what that means.
He said what?
Well, my older brother,
he was doing what?
He was trading pencils. I
Pencils.
don't know what that means. He said he was trading pencils.
Trading pencil?
Pencils?
Yeah, so whatever. So he said he was doing some type of day trading too. So I guess I don't know what the gold pencil thing. We didn't get back in the conversation, but I tell him to order the book for me, and he ordered it. So I was like, all right, cool. I just got it today. I got off work 5 o'clock, and I sat down and read a chapter before I got on the phone.
Got you. If is everybody able that book collectively?
Yeah, everybody can get booked.
And have some discussion
Everybody
around
can
that
get
as well.
booked.
Yeah.
Everybody can order if they get booked.
Yeah, so everybody that's on the call, by the year, try to have day trading for dummies. I've never read that book. I've read the other books that I told you about, but I've heard great things about this one, and I added it to my list to share because I just know those series of books are just good in general. Like you can find any book for dummies, and those just are really good for breaking it down for fundamental information. So I think it'll be great for us to collectively read that book for knowledge purposes. And let's just say everybody have it by the new year if possible. And make it a tool.
Yeah, because I kind of wanted to leg up going into this. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. You got it. Yeah, go ahead with the question. When you doing like trades and trading and stuff like that, does that also fall into like also trying to invest in shit too?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Learn them.
When we're doing trading, does that fall into what?
And it also like something like investments too, like it teaches you how to invest in stuff and trade and all that.
It kind of does work hand in hand. And we can explore both. The real purpose is the trading. What the trading does, it gives you cash flow immediately. What investing does is give you financial stability. So basically, with investing over thinking like I'm putting my money in this account and I'm forgetting that it's there. Like you invest and you forget. You let the money just grow and compound. So when I started investing maybe 10, 15 years ago, you just keep adding to that account and you just never touch the money. You just let it grow. So as let's just say Apple 10, 15 years ago, that stock might have been $50, maybe. The stock now, I don't know how much it is, but it might be like $250 a stock. So if I had 10 stocks of Apple and it went from $50 to $250. That's how much money I've been making as the stock grows. So long-term investing is about catching the company when it's as cheap as you can possibly catch it, or when as new as is a company is. So like Apple's never going to be cheap again, right?
Hold on.
Because Apple is Apple.
Hell no, it ain't. They make a new iPhone every 5-6 months. They make a new iPhone every 6 months. They ain't never going out of business. All they got to do is just keep coming out with new iPhones.
Right. So with that being said, is somebody coming on the call?
Yeah. Okay. All right, back. We back.
So with that being said, with Apple, we can't consider them the cheap company. Like whoever got Apple before the hype, they're making a lot of money today. So people like you and I, we don't say, well, we're not going to invest in Apple. We're just going to wait for the price to come down on Apple. So let's say you're watching the news and somebody says something about the iPhone 17 don't work right. That's probably a good day to check the charts and see if price went down by some percentage. Usually you want to see a dip when you can. Like let's say if Apple is at $100 a share, then we want to see some type of price difference where it goes down. We don't want to buy it at 100 because that's considered the high, and we want to make money, so we want to buy it as low as possible. So we like, okay, Apple's at 100. Let me see if it's going to drop by like 25, about 10-20%. If it goes down to 90, if it goes down to 80, then I'm going to buy some Apple stock. I know it's never going to go down to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's pushing it. But if I see that 80, if I see that 90, that's better than buying it at 100. Because my job is to make money. And the cheaper it is, the more money I make. But let's just say it didn't drop and I ended up buying it at $100 in 2025. And by 2030, it's going to be up so much that even $100 a share is going to be a good investment for you. So you don't want to get caught up in the price so much. You want to get, again, it's consistency. Consistency is key. So as the price continues to go up or down, by you adding more money into your position, it's going to always leverage you out to kind of ride the wave of the stock. But all that to say, investing is just putting your money and forgetting it. Day trading is more like I got my money today and I want to make money from this money today. And we place trades, and at the end of the day, we got a paycheck. So that's the difference in trading and investing.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
So you eventually want to do both. You want, because once you put the money into investing, like I said, you want to kind of forget that money is there. So you don't want to be putting money in there if you can't afford it, because it's jammed up now. We done forgot about it. Like that's how that money don't even exist anymore. So your trading money is going to be that money that you always making to live off of, and also to continue to fund your investments. So at first, I would focus on trading till I hit a certain number that is comfortable for you and your lifestyle, and then from there, I'll start creating a strategic plan, saying like every 10% of what I make from trading will go into investing, something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, that's me being a snow speaking. I'm good with getting $150 a day. You know, I'm fucking more profit than that, but that's a beautiful thing to make $150 a day.
You got this.
Hold on real quick. Hold on, Snow. Hold on. Hello?
This is Global Telling. You have a prepaid call.
Damn. Somebody else called. Shit.
You must have just sent a memo out. The class started at 8 o'clock.
Nah, they in jail, so you know how
No,
that.
I'm just playing.
They ain't got cell phones now.
You will not be charged for this call.
They must have didn't get the text blast.
All right, we back.
a month, it's like 800.
We back. Hey, Phoenix, what you was saying, Phoenix?
Like in the beginning phase, like it's beautiful. A lot of people ain't making $150 a day.
Hell
like,
no.
Over that, that's motivation.
You said 150 a day,
Yeah.
right?
Especially sitting in jail. I don't know too many people making them 150 a day. Sitting in jail.
They don't even, nigga not even making that much working in prison, man.
Man, it's too many senior citizens working at fast food restaurants. They don't even know how to make 150 a day. Like, it's a lot of people who don't know how to make 150 a day, but this is very doable, and that we can definitely do.
Well, guess what, man? You hook up with Loveness XX, man. You could potentially make 150 a day, man. It's up to you. It's up to whatever you want to do. Cause listen, I'm about to flood y'all. I'm going to see who's serious and who not, who really about that money and who just talking. Cause actions speaks louder than some words. And hold on, cause this phone line is ringing again. Hello?
Hello. This
Let's
is a
see who this
prepaid debit
is.
call from
Oh, this shopper.
an incarcerated person. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for your call.
All right, so look, we back, but this thing gonna end in about 5 minutes. So y'all showed up late. 8 to 9 every Thursday. 8 to 9 on the East Coast. 5 to 6 on the West Coast. Yeah, but yeah though, we're gonna see who really about that money, and we're gonna see who really about that funny.
Man,
So
these boys and queens and kings, they about their money, so we ain't even gonna have that problem.
about that money, we gonna see who about that funny. Cause me, I like a whole lot of money. You feel me? Cause listen, man, if once I figured out how to make legal money forever, I don't even want to go to sleep. Fuck, I want to sleep for. Bitch, I ain't making up what? I do not want to lay down. No. Bitch, I want to stay up, bitch, all day and all night, bitch. Fuck it. Money dancing up, don't sleep. It dancing up, don't. And check this out, fellas. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing when you figure out how to make that shit in so many legal ways, man. You ain't even never thinking about breaking the law ever again. You like, what the fuck was I thinking? I was wasting my time.
What y'all was thinking was what you seen. When if you haven't seen anything differently, you can only do what you see. But
I'm just speaking from experience because I'm like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? I was into the wrong shit.
but what else could you think? Had you seen anything else to think?
Did I see anything else to think?
Yeah.
Nah, all I knew was bricks. Nah.
So you did what you knew.
Nah, all I
Yes,
knew was
Barack.
bricks. Yeah, but it took for a motherfucker to get sat down and know, like, yeah, that ain't it right there. Nah, because that shit could lead to so many. It lead to so many other different things that you wouldn't even expect to come your way. You see, you would think it's all fine and dandy. Yeah, you just get money, but it's flip sides to the game. You feel me?
Barack,
You gotta
I'm
you gotta
talking
protect
business.
you gotta protect the money you getting. You gotta dip and dodge the police. Then you gotta dip and dodge niggas that's helping the police. So it's like it's too many. It's just too many. It's too many negatives and not too many positives for me, man. You
Oh,
feel
that's a
me?
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But if you don't have the information, well, thank God y'all have the information now. And I
Oh,
think
you
that's just really
definitely.
the point. I think that so many people just did not have the information. I ain't never been in nobody's jail, but I didn't have the information. It wasn't until I got into certain networking rooms that the information was presented. But I've always been in rooms of substance, and still nobody taught me about trading because nobody knows. And that's why I'm telling everybody, because now I know.
Loveness is smart.
Say that again, bro.
This is the smartest investment ever. Whoever made Loveness is smart. This is the best way to make some money. Alright? This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The man with the plan, that's for sure.
I'm like, damn, this is like, when I start seeing people doing this, and then seeing how many people be like trying to make these accounts, like, and just seeing like how many pages and stuff is out there, it's always one better than the other. Like this one so far is the best one I've even got on to. That's why I ended up paying for this shit. I'm all up for the good.
Your phone was happy that this one.
I got that.
Listen, bro, we the only service on the planet. Ain't no other service like this. We 101.
But y'all, I've been in a lot. I've done a lot of educational things. I've learned a lot of different ways to make money. Oh,
Nah, we good. Go ahead, Professor B. 'Cause we about to wrap this up. Go ahead and say your
yeah,
your
I was
last.
gonna say I've tried it all. Everything illegal, I've tried it because I've always been afraid of jail. So I've tried to stay away from things that can land me there. So all the legal stuff we can try. Your opportunity scout, blessing your Professor B, has tried it. And with that being said, if I can try it all over again, everything else, you can make anything work. What I learned is whatever you put your all and all to, you can make it work. But trading, to me, out of everything I ever tried, is the thing that scientifically and mathematically, if you give it the discipline and the study that it needs, it will work for everybody. Like everything else is kind of relative. Like, if you got a big personality, then you might make a lot of money online. It's so many factors. But this is something universal. Like candles are universal. Like there's an Asian market. There's the American market. There is the British market. So everybody is reading these same candles. So once we learn how to trade, and once we learn how to read candles, and once we learn how to talk company language, we could technically have conversation with anybody in the world. There is no skill set that I've tried, and I tried a lot of them, that gives you that type of power, because it's the universal language of money. And now you're learning how money works. You're learning how the world works, and you're developing discipline, and you're developing self-mastery. You become a person that you didn't even know was inside of you, because you have to become that person. You have to get a spirit of excellence. You have to get a spirit of consistency. You have to get a spirit of discipline. You're going to pray more than you ever prayed in your life. Now, I'm going to help you with a lot of that because I'm your crutch. But when I was out there doing it by myself, baby, I ran to God, because I'm like, I'm not going to run from this. Like, I can set however much or however little I want to make. There's not a lot of opportunities that let you set however much or however little you want to make from that one opportunity. So it's just so many ways that you can flip, dissect, invest, trade. But the language is the language, and the language is something we all need to know. These are conversations we need to be having with our families. These are conversations we need to be having with our children. These are conversations we need to be having with our homeboys. Like, these are conversations we need to be having that's really going to change lives.
That's right.
Okay, but that's all I got for y'all. Because Professor B goes to bed at 9 o'clock, and I've been up since 1 a.m. So I'm tired.
I appreciate you. Like me.
But I love talking to y'all. Y'all are one of the highlights of my week. So do everything you can to be here with me next week. It's my birthday next week, y'all. It was Dante's birthday not too long ago. My birthday is next week. So it's a celebration. Oh, and then on December the 14th, I'm having an event, and it's going to be open for streaming. So if you guys are available on December the 14th at 3 o'clock, you'll be able to stream to my live podcast recording called The B Word. And y'all come on in and celebrate.
Y'all heard that? Y'all want to be in the building?
Thank you.
Y'all want to be in the building?
I'm trying to be here.
All right, we in the building, man. We in the building, man.
Y'all have y'all can have a little streaming party and come
Phone
right
line.
on in.
And listen, this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna have like 8 phones on me, so I'm gonna be passing shit out to just random people, so y'all gonna be able to talk to anybody.
Perfect.
Know how I get? Yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna turn it into an event. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Let's show the people what we doing, what we about.
Exactly, man.
December 14th at 3 o'clock Eastern time. 3 o'clock Eastern time, 12 p.m. West Coast time, man. No, we coast to coast.
So I
with it.
do know for sure that 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock hour is going to be like everybody. It's a live event, so everybody's going to be getting there. It's like the social hour, but definitely at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the show will kick off.
Okay. God. Thank you, Professor. Appreciate it.
You are welcome, kings and queens. Love y'all. Take it easy. See y'all next time.
Yes. See you next time. Bye-bye.
All right, we out.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, bye-bye.